So boom, with today's video, I had to do some deep searching for this clinical Z fighter ass whooping because this one feels like it was supposed to be kept off records. Like the movie doesn't even have a dub. And I know they did a remake of this movie, but it's only like 2 minutes long versus the 93 version being an hour. So obviously we're gonna cover the older version. And it has more screen time of Vegeta getting cooked. So who wouldn't want to see that? But enough of me yip yapping, and you guys already know what time it is. So let's jump into Dragon Ball Z, plan to eradicate the Saiyans. And with that being said, okay, let's go. This movie starts off with Mr. Popo randomly coming down from the sky, as if he's the next upcoming Aladdin or some shit. But he's coming down to Goku and Gohan about a serious event that is taking place on Earth right now. So he pretty much tells them that there's this new strain out called Destron Gas, and it's accumulating by the second on Earth while packing up every living organism that comes in contact with it. Damn, Zaza's so crazy that it packs you up? Shit, I need a hit of that. Shit probably have you geeking like Idris Elba when you was on the Hot Ones challenge. But anyways, he goes to tell Goku even a person like him will only withstand 70 days of it. And Gohan throws out there that they might have to go fuck with Bulma to get more intel on this gas, which Goku strongly agrees on Gohan's suggestion. With zero time wasted, they head straight over to Capsule Corp HQ, just for her to let them know that Destron Gas appears to not be in my books, fellas. And that results into them going to plan B, figuring out where the source is coming from. For Mr. Popo to bring up that Kami said to check out these 4 places. First, being in the Grand Canyon. 2, Solo Leveling's penalty area. 3, volcano ruins in the Coma village. And last, Android 13's old stomping ground. After them getting the drops on all 4 areas, they find Piccolo also there too, with the same old arm cross pose. At this point, bro should just trademark that shit. He be hitting that shit more than a nigga showing off the V in the back of a V-Lone shirt. And we already know Piccolo knows everything about the situation already, because he got them fat ass Namekian ears, which gives him the ability to hear anything from 10 light years away. But anyways, all 3 decide to split up and search each area. And Goku's the first one to come in contact with the direct source. And it's a big ass machinery bong that's pushing all the Za into the air, which he comes to the conclusion that he'll just break it right at this moment. But randomly, twin blasts are sent off in the air right at Goku, with him weaving the first one and him blocking the shit out of the second one. Bro swore he was Dikembe Mutombo with that block for him to drop the act and go Super Saiyan. And out of nowhere, he's being rushed by the Mucinex cousin. Yet he TPs to come down and sock this random ass thing in the mid for homie to just fall down into oblivion. Now with that little ass detour out the way, Goku does this dramatic ass charge up to fly into the machine and finally breaking the first one out of all of them. Now we get a cut to go see what Gohan's doing at the other area. And he is beating the fuck out of the rockstar punk Barney. He's whooping ass so bad that they had to give still shots for each punch that he's throwing at this nigga, for him to charge up that one-hitter quitter Kamehameha to send that shit right at Roscoe Dash and shipping him off to the Shadow Realm. And if you had to ask me, I think all that was a little tad too much, but at the same time, this is Teen Gohan, so this is to be expected. Anyway, he finds where the bong's at, so he charges up a blast and does this pointless ass backflip just to air out the blast that he just revved up to destroy the machine. But back to the backflip. In these animes and video games, what is the point of doing these 000 ass backflips? If your idol is Simone Biles, just say that. Piccolo, on the other hand, got this humanoid ass nutsack playing bomber, just bouncing from bomb to bomb at the volcano like how Michael Rubin had Meek bouncing at the tennis court. And quite frankly, Piccolo really didn't have to do anything, because Asshole detonated all the bombs on the island within himself, which started a chain reaction and ended up blowing the machine in the long run, to turn himself into that lonesome chicken nugget at the bottom of an oven. At last, all 3 of them are brought to the final one, and the machine is stuck behind a permanent ice wall. So all 3 of them get into formation to get ready to take this John out, to hear a bunch of nonsense dickieing going on in the background. And what do you know? One of these bullshit ass things spawn out from the ground once again. But this time it was a couple of them coming up on some Solo Leveling a Rise type shit. And they just started hopping the fuck out of Goku. But Piccolo was a W-mans that came out of nowhere and snuck the shit out of one of them. Goku, take your goofy ass on and take care of that wall. And that Goofy was really fitting, because why did Goku run off like this? You know you strong as shit when you can run on the toes of some designer boots. But with all that, the new plan wasn't enough, because these freaky ass mutanoids just kept spawning and spawning. Shit was starting to look like a Kino de Toten lobby. Fucking endless, just like Red Lobster shrimp. I don't know if I can say that, because that new nigga just stepped in and he just dropped the less out of the end and told everyone, y'all gonna pay for this shit. And when that was said, everyone was probably looking clueless, just like how Goku is right now. Kakarot. top. Look at you at the bottom looking up to a real prince. And it's this player 2 ass nigga. Accompanied by Trunks as well. And with the little morale boost from these two arriving to the scene, all the Avengers got together, and with the power of friendship, they all were able to unite as one and nuke the fuck out of the North Pole, which obviously had the bomb go out of commission too. Now, with all 4 machines being chalked up, everything can go back to being normal. But like how any anime plays out, Goku gets a call up from the little green bean Dende himself.
We done fucked up here and it wasn't 4 machines after all.
Nani?
There's a 5th machine at the Western capital and it's pumping more Zod than you can even imagine. So I'm gonna need all y'all to go head over there and take care of that ASAP.
And without any talking, after hearing Dende's breaking news, they arrive to the Western capital. And sure enough, there's a bong sitting right there on the tower. So Vegeta just had to show us viewers that he had potential main character energy for him to start the shit talking and cheesing hella hard over blowing up a machine. Like, congratulations, nigga. Krillin could have did that shit. However, when he starts to get arrogant like this, just know that the complete opposite of the OBJ is about to happen. And sure enough, his blast ain't do shit. And he got that dumbass smack face on. You monkeys and wannabe monkeys can't break that machine. There's clearly an anti-chimp force field around it. And if you haven't peeped by now, Frieza done entered the chat. This doesn't make sense. House of Highlights has footage of me slicing and dicing your racist ass in 4K. Bro, why is you still here? Ignorant monkeys. We will eradicate you all. And quick little side note, Frieza really did call them ignorant monkeys. But yeah, back to the video. But nah, Goku was like, nigga, we? What is he talking about? Wherefore, Frieza summoned the Dragon Ball player haters. Cooler, Turles, Slug, and they were sure quick to give off their player hater speech because this Uncle Tom Clayton Bixby ass nigga Turles was like, my hatred towards my own kind is at an all-time high. I, a monkey, was killed by a monkey. I mean, he's not lying. He's low-key kind of spitting. Even Slug was like, today's agenda is to get these tail-swinging things up out of here. And Piccolo, if you side with the ops, don't think I won't make your ass an example too. With the pre-game lobby trash talk coming to an end, we slowly started to see what these ISOs was looking like. And for the most part, shit was looking fairly reasonable. But hold up, I want y'all to peep something real quick. Look at this background character in the middle. Gang really told him to sit this one out, buddy. You should know a prince like me should never get his hands dirty, which is why me, Prince Vegeta, shall sit in the middle. Oh, Vegeta, let's not act like I wasn't just giving you back shots over at Namek. So you sit there like the pretty little princess that you are. And to be honest, Vegeta, me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect. Finally, everyone starts to get the scrapping. And for the most part, the Z Fighters have the upper hand without showing any signs of struggles. And I just want to put it out there that Team Gohan is really a menace because as he's head to head with Turles, he easily weaves his punch to command grab him by the neck, which I may mention, this is a child gripping the likes of a Mike Tyson neck to launching him and having a fucking smile on his face. Like, this is on par with that Shibuya Sukuna cheese and ass frame. Right with that, Goku pretty much did the same thing to Cooler while adding on a key blast and hitting Cooler directly with it for us to see Heater evaporate into this weird pink substance and out of just thin air spawn behind Goku while trying to slide him real quick. Now things are starting to get questionable with everyone else going through the same thing from the person that they're fighting. Man, what the fuck is going on? Goku, they're ghost warriors. Eren Yeager?
Hello,
Nah, nigga, this is King Kai. I'm just here to tell you that they're all spoofs and stop overthinking that shit. Oh, all right, bet. Good looking, my G. And I want to mention from here on out that things in this OVA start to not make any sense because Goku teleports mid-fight to tell everyone that the player haters are all ghost warriors. And they all had that, oh shit, our cover blown ass look. And I'm like, why does that even matter when you can regen off of anything? So the Z Fighters go back to what they originally were doing, but this time around, everything just miraculously works. I mean, I guess calling a nigga by their true being gives a stealth Zenkai boost. Yeah, I'm starting to see why this John didn't get a dub, but let's continue. After the cleanup of the player haters, the crew sees that the Destron Gas machine still has a barrier around it. So Goku's like, bro, King Kai, what's the deal now? Listen, you're gonna have to run down on the person behind all this. And that person behind this is named Dr. Raichi, the smartest scientifically advanced Tuffle. Now, if y'all don't know who the Tuffles are, y'all should go check my first video on this channel, which is honestly, Baby did nothing wrong. Because to my understanding, Baby and Dr. Raichi are pretty much the same person, just told 2 different ways. But to give a quick brief summary on the Tuffles, they were the origin people on planet Vegeta. And randomly one day, the Saiyans touched down on some Christopher Columbus type shit. As well, if you know about Mr. Columbus, you should already already know how this is going to play out. But if you don't, the Tuffles were like, y'all should just settle down and stay here and become one with us. And the Saiyans were like, oh, all right. Bet. As the number of the Saiyans grew more and more each year, it got to the point where it was like, we ain't gotta listen to y'all nut ass niggas. This is our shit now. To abuse their monkey powers and damn near annihilate the Tuffle race. With all that being said, King Kai was able to drop the low on Dr. Raichi, saying that Brody was tucked on a cut on a place named the Dark Planet. And with that critical information, it was time for the boys to get that shit back in blood. It's gonna be a belt-to-ass night for these monkeys. Finally, they done made it to the Dark Planet.
I won't let you near Master Raichi, and this is when I turn you into a rat. Ah!
With that little detour out the way, Goku's back on run with it for him to make his welcoming grand entrance into the main lair. Following pursuit, everyone else coming through as well. Now with the gang finally here, it was time for this party to get started. Welcome, knuckle draggers. It's about time you finally made it to your extinction point. But let me not be rude and introduce myself. I am the one and only Dr. Raichi. You old as shit. Huh? You must be Vegeta, because you have that same fucked up hairline that King Vegeta once had too, meaning you shall take the pain that my people once endured. Shut your ass up and quit the yapping, old head. Now it's time to one-up the score on you fuck niggas. And we have waited for this moment for so long. And right when you think Raichi's about to pop the confetti and get shit cracking, bro legit goes into another 10-minute yap session, going into why him and the Ghost Warriors have been using us or we when talking to the Saiyans. So yes, quick backstory. During the Saiyan takeover, Raichi was able to create the ultimate player hater machine that feeds off all the hate from the Tuffles for the Saiyans, for it to be called Hatchiyack. As the hate grew within it, it evolved to a living creature that can also produce multiple Ghost Warriors, but needed a decent amount of time to do that. Raichi gets bitch slapped by King Kong onto the ship with Hatchiyack, dies from the bitch slap, and the ship launches into space for it to land on some space rubble for Hatchiyack to get the time needed for development to evolve into a living creature. And if you put 2 and 2 together, Brainiac right here is indeed a Ghost Warrior. And with that being said, everything is officially on go. So they circle Raichi to get ready to jump his ass for him to load up that barrier and knock all they stupid asses back. To him talk that talk and letting them know that all that chimp power still ain't gonna break the barrier, and that he gonna turn them into ghosts after this is all said and done. So the response to all the shit talk was the gang dropping all their restraints and getting into that mode again. And of course, what would this OVA be if it wasn't Gohan delivering the first striking blow to start Raichi's downfall? And they all just started beating the fuck out of this shield, with Goku charging up that Kamehameha in the back. And when he's charging that shit up, the success rate is like a 99.9. I give that specific percentage because of what that Giga nigga Z Brawly did to it. Bro was just an anomaly. I should bump it up to 100%. Anyways, Goku busts that hole right up at Raichi. Pause. For it to hit directly at the shield and shatter it into a million pieces. Yup, and Buddy knows that he's cooked because Vegeta did not hold back and went straight for the final flash. Not a Gallic gun, a final flash. Raichi got eviscerated so bad that they hit one of those Budokai end and move cutscenes. Not only did my dog got bitch slapped to death, came back as a ghost and died by the illest wombo combo as a ghost. Back at the Western capital, the last generator's barrier has been removed, as well as the generator itself. And once again, the Z Fighters prevail victorious with another dub in the books. Cue the ending credits. Y'all had me in the first half, not gonna lie. But as long as I have the trait of a player hater and Hatchiyack being here, this will be an endless cycle. And without any words being said, Vegeta was already on it to overload the barrier with Kai from the inside, causing Dr. Raichi to expand into a big ass blob until he combust everywhere within the room. Just want to quickly mention why something this simple couldn't be done the first time. Again, this shit just doesn't make any sense.
Filthy monkeys, filthy monkeys, filthy monkeys, filthy monkeys, filthy monkeys, filthy monkeys.
Raichi. Monkeys. Kill.
And this shit right here, viewer discretion is advised. because what y'all about to witness gotta be top 3 in the reverse anime jumping. So as the machine is booming like Metro, King Kai was up top talking about, man, I ain't never felt some shit like this before. While main man over here cheesing hella hard like the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. King Kai, I need answers now. What is going on? I ain't even gonna hold you, Goku. We're pretty much fucked. All that hate built up in Dr. Raichi over you guys, Hatchiyack done collected all of it. And all I can say is, from the looks of this situation, good luck, my niggas. And with all that being said, it was finally time for the big dance to finally begin. Because lights started flashing, and right in front of everyone's eyes, Drix from Osmosis Jones started to make an appearance. Floating at 10 feet tall, Hatchiyack himself. And do y'all remember when Raichi told Vegeta that he was going to be the first one to suffer for the pain of his people? Well, without no words, no introductions, straight killer instincts cocked that left back for his fist to be met with a mean-ass gut shot, sending Vegeta flying. And bro really thought he was T-1000 because he pulled up just like him and started dropping each one of them one by one. Look, Piccolo thinking his bare ass cranium gonna do something, got his shit split. Got everyone hitting their hardest Cardi dilate pose. Vegeta's beat up ass said, fuck this, and went right into a final flash. And it for sure hit him, but clearly it's not very effective. So Hatchiyack was pretty much like, oh, we can go blast for blast, and started to charge one up of his own. Also remember, I said charge. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to do, which means Vegeta has the grace period to actually do something. You wanna know what this asshole did? He sat there and fucking watched them charge the beam up. Goku was even like, nigga, move! But it was too late. Hatchiyack already done open fired and sent Vegeta to go team up with Team Rocket. Next, Goku TP'd and tried to get his lick in real quick, but bro went with the punch and countered it at the same time. Hatchiyack's acrobat badge is on Hall of Fame. Gohan couldn't take it and had to go assist his dad, but the player hater final boss said, do you smell what Hatchiyack is cooking? And gave that boy the meanest to people's elbow. In front of your daddy too? That's not even disrespectful at that point. That's just, I don't even know. Well, bats Goku away, proceeds to slam Gohan through the floor on his knees to charge up another one of his shots for Gohan to be like, damn, I'm really cooked. As the Ceiling Fate blast is launched, we see a random Kai appear and deflects the other shot for it to be the father that actually stepped up. And Hatchiyack was like, yep, that's enough screen time for you, and turns him into a fried pickle. But nah, why they really mean Piccolo with one of those you lose? Continue? Head ass screens. After Gohan and Trunks losing their fathers to violence, they decided to pull up, as if their rage was finna be some plot armor. As Hatchiyack is about to legit smoke both of them, Goku peeps a flaw, but it wasn't enough time for him to capitalize on, which it forces all 4 of them to get into a scrap. However, Hatchiyack pump fakes a charge up to sock Trunks and Gohan, and starts fucking them both up at the same damn time, to dropping them both off like how he did both of their daddies. I guess you can say father like son. Goku finally touches down to say to himself, I don't know, man. His power might be greater than Broly's. And I'm not making that up on the fly. He really does say that, referring to the menacing Z Broly. 5K likes and you'll get a Broly video. Nevertheless, Hatchiyack goes straight for a charge up. So Goku took the time to take his theory and put it to test from earlier, which was to see how many seconds it takes for him to shoot his shot. And at 15 seconds, he has the time to dodge the attack and be like, okay, I understand it now. Although those 15 seconds doesn't give him the ability to withstand a Falcon Punch from the big ass pill capsule himself. Yet we got Vegeta coming back from the dead to take on ass whooping number 2. And with one father being back only meant that the other one gotta be up too. Go on, take this perk. Daddy, dead. Take these 30s and give it to everyone else. Well, with that very wholesome moment, let's go see what's going on with Vegeta. And like usual, he's getting manhandled right now. And to take it a step further, bro is getting put in a Boston butt lock, which seems like it is hurting very badly for our boy. Why is this man always getting hit from the back? Bar. But pause at the same time. Gohan was able to get to Goku and give him a sensu bean, which quickly got him back on his feet. Hatchiyack peeped Goku and really disposed Vegeta like literally off a Toy Story. Following with Gohan being able to give Trunks a bean, to them two going over to Vegeta and getting him right as well. Panning back to Goku, and he's still getting socked in the mid. But for some reason, this time that didn't put him down for the count, while being able to dodge the second incoming blow and turning around and telling everyone it was time to lock the fuck in, along with revving up that Kamehameha. And when Goku starts yelling at the crew, you know it's finna be GG. And everyone else started to follow suit, loading up they one-hitter quitters. So Hatchiyack was like, shit, I'ma join the party too. And with that, all Goku had to do was count them seconds out. And when he hit 15, you already knew it was time to let loose. One by one, everyone let off everything that they had left. As everything fused together and came colliding, it was just a matter now of who was going to be victorious over this beam struggle. But Hatchiyack was overpowered by the 4 combined beams, having him being purely engulfed and shred to a million pieces. And what I call that right there is game. Well, and on that note, bye.